And that's what most people do wrong. If they don't have an ad that gives them a high enough click-through rate and cheap enough cost per click, then you don't need to care about all the other parts in your funnel. That's why we run the microtests first, not to get the right people on our page, not to get leads, not to get clients, just to validate our problems and our solutions as the main pillars of our message and communication framework. In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the 7 implementation phases to build an automated and profitable sales funnel. And these phases are so important because they help you compose a sales funnel not just technically, but to ensure that your message and your entire content drives conversions, gets you leads and clients and all that profitably. Because it's so easy to build a sales funnel technically, but in the end, if it doesn't perform, if it doesn't convert, then chances are high that you lose a lot of money and don't get the growth and the revenue and the clients you expect from your funnel. The biggest failure, the biggest mistake most people make when building a funnel is just building it blindly. That means they set up an ad, run a campaign, build a landing page, drive traffic to this landing page, and then hope that this landing page converts the traffic, which in most cases doesn't happen. And as they have no systematic approach to build their funnel from the ad down to the call booked with high conversion rates, then they are tapping in the dark because they don't know what breaks their funnel. They don't know what works and what doesn't, and so they have no idea how to make the funnel work profitably and win clients and generate revenue. Let's start with the first phase to build your automated profitable sales funnel with 7 steps. The first part of phase 1 is to define the product or the service you want to sell. That sounds simple, but in the end, that's so crucial because you cannot sell what your market doesn't want. If you try to sell something where people have a high resistance or they are just not interested in getting what you want to sell, then you won't be able to sell it. You need to invest a lot of money, millions, tens of millions, to educate your entire market and convince them that they should want something else instead of what they currently want. Give people what they want today. Then you can sell them what they really need to achieve their goal. That's a different thing. But to get clients in the first place, you need to sell something people want. You can research that on Google with the Google Keyword Planner to see which topics people are interested in and which products or business types or services people are already searching for. And then you choose product or service from your portfolio that meets this need and matches this market demand. That is the first part. The second part of phase 1 is to define the persona with a so-called problem-solution blueprint. If you watched other videos where I showed you the pyramid, a green one and a red one, the problem side and the solution side of your customer's journey, then you know that people are just buying something because they have a problem and they want to solve it. It must be a painful problem, and typically the problem is complex to solve, so if they don't have the experience and never did it themselves, then they cannot solve it themselves. They need your product or service. And you need to define who these people are, which problems they have, and which solutions they want. And if you want to speed that up, here's just one hide in case you want to move forward faster. We have an AI generated who does all this for you with just the click of a button. Then you get all these problems, solutions, the entire message generated related to the offer you want to sell and the people you want to target. The third part of phase 1 is to build a so-called sales funnel KPI model. Because when you don't have this model, you have no orientation and you don't know if you are on the right track to build a profitable sales system. And then you are again tapping in the dark because you are just optimizing for something and you don't know the goal. And this KPI funnel model gives you the exact goal. We also offer a funnel planning for free. You will get this KPI funnel model and then you can optimize it yourself or with us. So in case you are interested, feel free to book that session to build your sales funnel model for free. This is now phase 1. It's your marketing and sales system strategy with the product you want to sell, defining the people that you want to win as your clients, and then build a funnel model to ensure you have proper KPI-based milestones so you can optimize your entire funnel. Now let's move further to phase 2. In phase 2, we build and test our entire message framework. We test problems, solutions, offers, we test transformation statements, we test images, we test everything. We need to know so that we understand the exact problems our clients have and the solutions they want. Because that is the foundation to motivate potential clients to click your ad, talk to you and buy from you. If they don't have a problem and they don't want the solution that you offer, then there is no way to sell. So that's why now we generate these problems and solutions, and then we don't just want to rely on hope or on blind trust that either you or the AI or whoever generated the right assumptions of problems and solutions for your target clients. Now we want to test it and get real feedback from our potential clients to see which problems mostly resonate with them. And we do that by setting up a micro-testing campaign. This is a campaign that is optimized for the objective of clicks. We measure the click-through rate to see how many people that see this ad really click it because they identify with a problem and they want to understand what's behind it, so they are curious about the solution. And these micro-testing ads, they look pretty simple. You see that here, it's the gray ad where it's written neat, accurate legal descriptions. That's obviously an ad for a legal service, legal transcription service. And then below, the problem is written. So now you can test these problem statements with microtests. And as I said, AI can help you speed up significantly to get all these problems and solutions. And once you've created them, you will test them in 6 different tests. It would explore the video to go into detail of all these tests, but the ads look the same. You just test different messages, different problems, etc. And as a result, you get such a sheet here filled with all the KPIs from your microtests, and they show you which problems and which solutions resonate with your audience. You see some are double green, some are red green or green red. Whenever there is a red box in the result column of the statement you tested with a microtest, it means that this problem or solution was not strong enough. In other words, it hasn't been validated because it is too expensive to use this problem to enter your market, catch the attention of your potential clients, and then move them further down your funnel. And that's what most people do wrong. If they don't have an ad that gives them a high enough click-through rate and cheap enough cost per click, then you don't need to care about all the other parts in your funnel. That's why we run the microtests first, not to get the right people on our page, not to get leads, not to get clients, just to validate our problems and our solutions as the main pillars of our message and communication framework. And this list that you get with all the validated problems and solutions is also a good content plan, because now you know about which problems you should talk when you create organic content on social media and which solutions you should offer because your clients are interested in that. The result of this phase is this content pool where you know all the problems and solutions, and also an ad. It's an ad that was tested with click traffic, so it's a message ad. And this message ad is our first validated asset that we use to build all other parts of our funnel. Remember, we want to start small and test our market and build the entire funnel with our market instead of building the funnel and then drive traffic from our market to the website and seeing that nothing works and we don't know why. These are low barrier tests, so-called microtests, and they give you fast, measurable results in 24 hours or less, and you will perfectly understand your potential clients much better than you would do without having microtests when you just rely on hope or guesswork. Now we enter phase 3. In phase 2, you've created a validated message ad. Now we create a so-called opt-in landing page. That's a page that motivates people enough to enter their contact data so they become a lead. You can contact them for further education, for getting in touch with them, for selling. And in exchange for their contact data, they get access to a free video, something for free. It should, however, be something that is related to your core offer. Don't make the mistake and offer just a fancy lead magnet that is very attractive in itself and people want it, but it is not aligned with your core offer. That's why you do the microtests, because there you also test the offers, and then your lead magnet is one of the description of the offers. For example, if your offer is, I built your Google ad campaign in 30 days to get you leads and clients through Google, then you should not just offer a fancy lead magnet, which is a Google ad cheat sheet, because that attracts people who want to do it themselves. If you don't offer a course or coaching, then that makes no sense. Strategically, you need to choose a lead magnet that is perfectly aligned with what you want to sell. And once you've created the first version of your landing page, That looks very easy. It is just as you see that here in the image. So the first version of your opt-in page is really just the headline, then a subheadline, then an image or 2 images as in this version. Below you can have some trust elements and then the form. That's it. Now when they fill the form, they get to a thank you page, and on the thank you page, you can offer them your calendar if they want to talk to you. But that's not yet the goal, right? We first tested our message. Now we are testing our opt-in page to get leads. We don't want calls booked. We don't want clients to buy from us. We just want to have a landing page that converts traffic into leads. If you don't get 15% conversion rate on this page, which is the goal for the optimization, then, and that's what you see on the right image, you add more content. Remember, the purpose of any content you add is just that the conversion rate of your landing page increases. When you build a landing page with all the content right from the beginning and it doesn't give you 15%, then you don't know which content is not attractive enough. So you cannot just add more content with the hope that it converts better. Start minimalistic, get some leads with like 3 to 5% conversion rate, and then add some case studies or testimonials, add some description about you, your business in relation to the offer so they know you a bit more and hopefully like you and trust you. And then the conversion rate should increase. The goal of this opt-in page is 15% conversion rate. Now, once you achieve this goal, then you have your second asset built. This is the second asset of your funnel, which is your opt-in page. Now you have an ad that drives traffic to this page, and this page converts those people, the visitors, with 15% conversion rate. Now you have leads. And that's the next step to build a profitable automated sales funnel. And from there, we optimize all other parts down the funnel until we have all our assets developed in 7 phases, and then we use them because they are tested in itself, and we compose them to build the entire sales funnel where every validated asset becomes one important pillar of the sales funnel that converts. Now this is phase 4. Remember, we already tested different ads in phase 2, but these were traffic ads. We tested them only with a purpose to find the right message. Now as we have an opt-in page that converts and we get leads, now we shift our objective, our conversion objective, to leads. And now that means we find the best ad with the cheapest cost per lead. Again, still with a low barrier, but still we have a barrier because we ask them to enter their contact data on the opt-in page. Now we bring in multiple other ads that we tested in the past, and we try to identify those that give us the cheapest cost per lead. And once we found that, then we have a much better ad because it doesn't just motivate people to click, it motivates people to click and opt in on our so-called opt-in landing page. And the higher your conversion rate goes, the cheaper your cost per lead goes. And once we've completed this phase 4, you have a so-called lead ad. That's your next asset. Your lead ad is an ad that gives you the cheapest cost per lead. And now with this ad, you can build the sales page. The sales page sells the next thing, either something that is available for a low price, a so-called low ticket offer that people can directly buy, or a strategy session or a planning session. So something where people need to invest their time, that's also a much higher barrier. And if you don't want anyone to book a call with you, you add a so-called application form before people can book a call. And this application form contains like 3 to 10 questions, and every additional question will reduce your conversion rate because people need to put more effort into it, but it will also increase the quality of those people that talk to you. And that's what you ultimately want. So that's why we increase our barrier step by step, as it will help us improve and test our ads with a low barrier first, and then increase the barrier to ensure we get the right people in. Now we have our validated lead ad and a validated opt-in landing page. Now we want to expand this landing page to a full so-called sales page or service request page. So that means you now duplicate the opt-in page because it should have a different URL. And then you add additional content to this opt-in page version. And as you can see here on the bottom below, there is a much bigger form with more questions. That's the application form. On the opt-in page, we just had a so-called opt-in form, which is first name, last name, and email address. And on the so-called service request page, there we have more questions. It's an application form. And then once you've cloned this opt-in page, you remember that you only add content with a purpose to increase the conversion rate of your page. So now here is one important thing. You first want to add more content to increase the conversion rate even further if possible, and then you increase the amount of questions so that your opt-in page turns into a full application page. Because when you increase the barrier instantly and you add more questions, then you have no idea if your content is either not attractive enough so that people convert, or you are asking for too many things, so your barrier is too high. Okay? Always work on content that motivates people first, and then add the barrier to qualify them and filter people out. So you only get the right people in with high quality leads. Once you did that, then you have created your so-called sales page. When your sales page is optimized so that you get high enough conversion rates of 1 to 3% on a full application form with many questions, then when people fill this application form, you track another conversion event. It's not lead anymore, now it's application. Because then you will see that in the last step in phase 7, we will compose the whole funnel, and then we have an ad, we have an opt-in page, we have our application page or sales page with the application form, and then the calendar after it. So we can track every part of the funnel. And as we've built the funnel from the demand of our market, step by step, systematically down to people who schedule a call with you, you know that every component is optimized for conversion rates. And you don't just put everything together with a hope that it converts, and in reality, it's very likely that it doesn't convert. So that's the shortest path to build a high converting sales funnel. But we are not yet there. And in phase 6, you compose your full funnel, putting all the tested and validated assets together as your full high converting sales funnel. It starts with taking your best lead ad, put that on campaign on Facebook, and optimize it for application or schedule. You typically have more applications than people that schedule a call because they first fill the form and then they book a call. Some people might not book a call. That's why you have more applications. When you have minimum 50 scheduled conversions, people that booked a call in your pixel of Facebook or Google Ads, then you can also switch to optimize your ad set for schedule. If you are not there, I would go with application first. So that means now you have a campaign with your best ad and you optimize it for application. You bring traffic to your opt-in page, and this opt-in page is already tested and validated to convert traffic from your ad by 15%, which is important. From there, people view the sales page. And here is an important part. You cut the header part of your sales page because people saw this part already on the opt-in page. So what we did is we took the final sales page, cut it into 2 pieces, and the first part becomes the opt-in page. We tested that already because the sales page was created by extending our opt-in page. So naturally, the opt-in page became the first part of our sales page. So now we cut that part again from the sales page. We don't want to show people duplicate content, which would be the same on the opt-in page as they see on the header of the sales page. And we only show on the sales page the part after the opt-in page. Then people have a natural flow with content that was tested and validated already in our microtests. That is the next part. You set up your sales page, and on the thank you page of your sales page, you show a link to your calendar booking page. There people can book a call with you. Now you have different metrics that you can track to optimize your funnel. The first metric of your ad is the click-through rate and the cost per click. The second metric is the lead conversion rate and the cost per lead on your opt-in page. The third metric is your conversion rate on the sales page, which is your cost per application and the conversion rate for an application. And the fourth metric is how many people book a call on your calendar booking page. That's your last conversion rate. So in the end, you can put a price tag on each of those. And if you track all conversions in your Facebook Business Manager and in the campaign itself, you can add all these metrics through your Facebook UI or Meta UI. Then you will also see what's the cost per click, what's the cost per lead, cost per application, and cost per call. And that allows you to match these KPIs with your KPI-based funnel model that you initially created in phase 1. And then you see exactly what part of your funnel you need to optimize. And that's the whole journey of building a highly profitable and automated sales funnel for both B2B and B2C. If you want to speed up the implementation and use AI and microtests and potentially my support to build such a funnel for you, then below this video, you will find the next step. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Cheers and happy scaling.